Hello beautiful beings, welcome back to my channel Soul Journey. My name is Beck, or you might also know me as Anu Ani, the expansion doula. And today we are doing the energy reading for the collective conscious for this week. So today is, it's not going to tell me. It's not going to tell me. Here we go. Let's see, what's today? March 8th. So as you know, if you've seen my readings, we do readings on Friday so that we can prepare for the coming week starting Sunday. So this will be the general energy for the collective. So this is a great way to get in touch with the collective conscious, maybe get some clarity on some things, and go forward through the week with a little more awareness. If you do like this video and this message resonates for you, please comment down below and give it a like and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I do readings every Friday, and I do more spiritual related videos on self-love, soul expansion, spirit work, all of that stuff. I do those on Monday. So definitely hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like that. And if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, you can head over to my description and you'll see my Etsy shop and you can purchase a personal reading from me. All right, let's get off to the reading. So as you all know, all the cards are face down until I show them to you. I believe there might be some nudity in the Oracle deck, so be aware of that if you're not interested in seeing that. This is not the video for you. And today we are using the Universal Love Oracle, and we are using the Chicoli Tarot. I've been really kind of obsessed with this tarot recently. I feel like I hadn't used it literally in years, but I feel like this is going to be kind of my spring inner child work deck, a little bit of shadow work. Pretty excited about that. And then I've been using the Universal Love, which again feels like a very springy deck. So let's get into it. So for our main topic of the week, I do main topic from the Oracle cards and then light and shadow, and then we get into the tarot. So this week it's about emergence. Wow. That's beautiful. So this is really interesting. Any of you who follow me over on my Instagram, you will see on my live stream that I did kind of a random impromptu reading. And one of the main cards for the shadow was emergence. And so today's main energy is emergence, which I find is really, really interesting. So because that was the shadow card last time and now it's coming out, this is really about committing to stepping out into what feels good to you, stepping out into the light. I feel like this has to do with connecting to spirit, really emerging into a new space with spirit, allowing that light to come onto you, really focusing on your practice and stepping into a new level of experience and really committing to that journey. I love this card so much. I mean, look at her just like dazzling in that light. She's just stepping into it and like embracing her full divinity, which is amazing. So the light aspect is fear. Interesting. So for me, I feel like this is about not buying into fear, not, holding on to the fearful stories that we may have, really not allowing for it to take hold. Now, fear is a really important emotion. It's very protective. We, evolved it to protect us from things. But as we step into higher levels of consciousness, fear is more of a tool than it is something to really engage. And you can say, wow, okay, thank you. You can, step into that fear space and go, okay, thank you for helping me see that there is either some shadow here or trauma or, just something to look out for. Thank you, but now we're going to make an educated decision on this instead of like an animal, which they would just run away. So this, the light aspect of this emergence is not being fearful, not freaking out with like the stories you might have around it. And again, this might have to do with connecting with spirit. It might have to be stepping out into a new job, stepping into a new space. Don't allow the fear to cripple you when moving forward. So that's really, really important. And the shadow aspect is transience. Beautiful. I love these cards. Like, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I believe that's transience. For some reason that like the word looks wrong to me. So what is our fear? Like, what is, why wouldn't we step into transience? So I believe, just kind of like this saying is like, emergence is the main energy. What's going to hold us back is not letting us shift through things, not letting us release old patterns and beliefs. Yeah, just not allowing for ourselves to step into a new space. That's going to be really the shadow aspect of this. You know, this is really about letting go of fears and moving into a new space. It's like resistance to new ideas. I'm also getting this might have to do with a new spiritual practices, things that maybe you've kind of had some like, you know, resistance to. Look at why that resistance is there. Is it fear of maybe not succeeding? Is it, you know, just, you know, like you have judgment around it? Look at that and maybe move into a new space. So that's what I'm getting from that. All right. Oh my God, my nose. Attention. Okay. So now we're moving into the tarot. So the main energy for the tarot is Two of Pentacles. All right. So I feel like this is really saying that in this stepping into this emergence, balance is going to be really important. You know, balancing, you know, some things. Let's see. Okay. Balancing your energies, allowing for yourself to rest and then also play, allowing for yourself to, you know, go outside and experience and then also, you know, cloister yourself. This is really going to be about holding space for yourself and then holding space for others. So allowing for there not to be like so much on one side or the other, you know, really allowing yourself to give and receive. So as you step into this emergence, this balance is going to be very important for you. What's going along with that main energy is, oh boy, I believe this is the Strength card. These do not have words on them. And so I'm just kind of looking at this. It looks like the Strength card, but like for some reason that's not the vibe I'm getting. So I'm just going to go totally intuitively on the picture. My first intuition is that this is about quelling your fear. So kind of going back into this, it's about, you know, not letting it freak you out, but rather taking charge of it. Now, this is kind of a dark representation of that. I don't think you should kill it. I think you should acknowledge it. But I also think this might actually be kind of remembering not to kill it, but rather to engage with it. This is kind of a very harsh picture. I'm kind of seeing it as being like, it's kind of making me feel like, oh, like I wouldn't want to do that. So again, like dealing with your fear in a more loving way than stabbing it in the neck. So I feel like that's important. So within this balance, love what comes up for you. Now, the other card that came up outside of the draw was Two of Swords. So this came up as well recently, and this is about, again, creating balance, taking a moment to reflect on what you want. It is a mental card, so really getting in touch with what feels good mentally, but don't forget you know, in that mental space is where that ego comes up. So getting clear and then making a decision. So don't let that story or that fear come up for you, or rather, when it comes up, don't let it toss you. All right, so our main energy was balance and like not attacking what comes up. What's going to assist us is Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this is really saying that as we move into a different level, things are going to come up. And when we resist those things, like whether it be fear or traumas, this week we're going to really work through those. When we step into a new space, we have to acknowledge the things that need to be healed so that we can move forward. So this week what's going to help us is really examining those things and not rejecting them. That fear piece, that not hurting the fear, but rather like looking at it with love. I feel like that's really what this week is going to be about. So this transcendence through fear and moving into a different space, what's going to help us is really doing some soul work, doing some soul healing. I don't really sense shadow work in the sense of bringing it up. I think it's just going to come up to look at. It's going to be more of like a wounding than like a intense thing. It can feel intense, but it's going to be more about like giving your soul love where it was wounded. What is going to hinder us is the Devil card. Interesting. So the Devil card, especially in the hinder space or in the reverse, is really about, you know, again, stepping into old patterns, old addictions, buying into the old stories, you know, getting caught up in that like icky gooiness that doesn't feel good. So again, getting caught up in the emotions rather than looking at them and feeling them and acknowledging them, but like getting into it and, you know, holding on to those old, you know, being chained by them. That's what's going to really hinder us. So we need to more look at them and let them flow rather than getting caught up in them. And then the main energy for the whole reading is the Sun card. Whoa, that's beautiful. So this is what I was getting from like the whole thing, is that this isn't necessarily going to be a hectic week. It's that this is going to be a healing release so that we can be in a better space. The Sun card is a really beautiful card. We're actually moving into a really good space, and we just need to heal things as we move forward. So it's actually, I feel, going to be a bit more gentle than maybe what you could feel like. It's almost like it's going to come up easily and you're going to be able to work through it and really be conscious and awake in this process, because we really are in a good space. We're coming into spring. Things are really warming up a little bit and we're stepping into a good space. This isn't necessarily going to be bogged down in the shadow work. It's going to be about releasing, you know, kind of like when you have a good cry and you feel really good after. Like, that's what it's going to feel like. So I don't sense this is going to be a negative week or a really hectic week, but more of just like a reflective week and really working through that soul healing and loving ourselves and setting up crystal grids and feeling yummy and just allowing for things to move and shift within our energy body and really just come into a really good space by the end of the week. So I hope this resonates. Please comment down below if it did. Again, if you like a personal reading with me, you can head down to my description where you can purchase a reading through my Etsy shop. I have a couple different options. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and hit the notification bell because a lot of times videos won't come up in the algorithm, the thing. If you want a notification that I've posted a video, hit the bell. It's definitely more necessary, more than ever before. So thank you so much for watching. You are all loved. You are all blessed. Many blessings. Namaste. And don't forget, it's all about the soul journey.